What's up YouTube, I'm Jonathan Panda. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I would appreciate it if you subscribe and also like the video. If you're not new, you know my vibes, go ahead, like the video and make sure you're subscribed. But right now, let's get into the video, let's get it. So you read the title for the video and you already know I'm gonna review this pure protein. Yes, that's right, I'm gonna review the pure protein. So the reason why I'm gonna review this, there's a little story behind this and I'm gonna talk a little bit about it for about a minute. So this is about 3 months ago, so this is in November. I was working out and I noticed I was sore, and the next day I woke up, I was sore again. And yes, you're gonna get sore when you work out, but this was a different type of sore. This was more fatigue, and I did change up my workout plan, but normally when I do this, I don't get as sore. Normally my strength comes back fast, and I realized, maybe I'm doing something wrong. So I changed up my sleep pattern and I started getting the adequate amount of sleep that my body needs. So that's about 7 to 9 hours. Most of you should be getting that amount a night. So I changed that up and I noticed a change did happen, but the fatigue kept coming. The month of December came. I noticed a little bit of fatigue throughout the month, and January came. I started noticing this fatigue became consecutive, and I was getting my 7 hours of sleep, but for some reason, I was still fatigued. And I thought about it, what am I doing wrong? I'm missing something. There's gotta be something that I'm doing wrong. And I thought about it, I don't take any protein powder. And the thing is, I'm a pretty large guy. Compared to most people, I'm a large guy. I'm about 6'2", and on average, I'm about 190 pounds. Now, I did reach 202 pounds, but that's an unhealthy weight for me, and I don't like it. I felt sluggish, and I was not able to do certain skills that I wanted, specifically the one-arm pull-up, the planche. My planche hold times went down, and plus I had to consume more food to get my protein intake, and just to maintain that, you have to eat a lot. Now, that's a good thing, but honestly, being 200 pounds is not ideal for me, so I have to go down. So I'm going back down to the 180s. An ideal weight for me is about 188, and that's about 245 grams of protein. And I think that's really good, but with that amount, I still need to consume, extra meals just to get my protein intake. So anyways, that's the reason why I decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy some protein powder, because I'm gonna need more protein and I feel like I'm not getting an adequate amount of protein. So before this, I was doing intuitive eating. I was tracking my meals down, writing down how much protein I need throughout the day, but sometimes I would not get the right amount. So I'll eat, but I'll be missing like 30 grams, sometimes even 50 grams. Sometimes I'll be at 180 something grams of protein for the day, and honestly, if you're gonna work out, you have to recover. So you need that protein, so that way the protein synthesis in your body can occur, so you can make more gains, get stronger, and recover faster. So I decided I'm gonna go to the store and buy some protein. I went to GMC and I looked around, I found some protein, I found isolate, concentrated protein. I decided I just want a mixture of isolate and concentrated protein because I want some taste and I also want the effect that protein has on you. Now, if you want more information about how much protein you should intake, how much food you should be consuming, about your dietary needs, to do that, you have to book a nutrition coaching consultation with me. It's gonna be the first link under the video. Click it and fill out the information and I'll get back to you. But anyways, I decided, you know what, I want both the mixture of isolate and concentrated protein, because if you don't know, isolate has more value when it comes down to protein. Concentrate has value when it comes down to protein, but concentrate has, other fats, other sugars that you really don't need for the protein synthesis to occur. And isolate has the protein that you need, and it doesn't have that extra sugar, the extra milk that you really don't need for protein synthesis. So I wanted it, and I got this pure protein, and honestly, I do not regret my decision. I've tried it once, I've only had it for 1 day, and I've only consumed this one time. Now I'm gonna explain the nutrition information. I'm gonna talk about the nutrition facts right here. As you can see, It has 140 calories per serving for 1 scoop, and you get about 22 servings for this one huge tub. Now this is about 25.6 ounces, and there's about 725 grams of protein powder in here. You get 2.5 grams of fat, that's 3% of your daily value. If you're on a 2,000 calorie diet, that's how much you need. You get 1.5 grams of saturated fat, that's 8% of your daily value. You get 0 grams of trans fat. You get 65 milligrams of cholesterol. And for total carbohydrates, you get 5 grams. You get 5 grams of total sugars, and the 4 added sugars, that's about 8% of your daily value. Now, why are we buying this? For the protein. So you get 23 grams of protein, and that's 45% of your daily value on a 2,000 calorie diet. And honestly, that's pretty good. 100 milligrams of calcium, 80 milligrams of phosphorus, 15 milligrams of magnesium, and 60 milligrams of sodium, and that's 3%. On a potassium scale, you get 110 milligrams, and that's 2%. And the stevia extract is 70 milligrams. So overall, we're buying this for protein, and honestly, you get a good amount. That's 23 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar, and that's pretty good. For those who have diabetes, this is pretty good. It's not a lot of sugar. And on the caloric scale, 140 calories is an adequate amount. It's not too large, it's not too small. I feel like this is a pretty decent amount of calories, 140 for 1 serving. And 1 serving is not small, it's actually pretty large. And I'm gonna show y'all what 1 serving looks like. 1 serving is about, 1 serving is, now 1 serving is this much. So this large scoop right here. Now I thought it was gonna be a small scoop. That's about 1 serving. Now that's a little bit over 1 serving. If you're wondering what size that cup is, it's 33 grams. So overall, I think the science behind this is okay. Now, this is a mixture of concentrate and isolate. Honestly, I'm fine with it. This is the first time I'm buying protein powder, so I really don't care if it's isolate or protein. I just wanted to have more protein in my body so that way I can recover. Now, if I decide to change up the protein that I take, I'm gonna let you all know, and I'm gonna talk about it. And if I decide to buy the isolate version or the concentrate version, I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna do a review about it, and you guys let me know what you guys think. But anyways, let's talk about the taste. See, when you consume something, you don't want bitter taste. You want something delicious. Typically, when we talk about protein, you want something sweet, because sweetness is what most people like. And honestly, on the taste scale, I give this an 8 out of 10. So it's really good, and I think it's sugary, but it's not too sugary. It's not to a point where it's like, oh, this is so sugary, this doesn't even taste like protein. When you taste this, you can smell the protein. You can tell, oh, this is not regular sugar. This is not like a milk thing. This is protein. You can definitely taste, that protein. You can smell the protein, and I think that's really good. And like I said, the sugar is not too concentrated. It's just sweet. And there's only 5 grams of sugar in here too. And I think you all should try it out. Now, there are different ways to consume this. Obviously, you can make a smoothie, a shake, pancake. If you have any more ways to consume protein powder, let me know. How do I consume this? Right now, I've only tasted it 1 time, and what I did was I took that 1 scoop, I put it inside my blender. I'm gonna show you all real quick. So I put it inside this blender. Now there's a bottom part that I hook on, and I blended it. And I had the water this high because I wanted to taste the actual protein. I really wanted to taste the protein, so I wanted it to be concentrated inside. So I got about a little bit under a cup, and it was really good. Not too sugary, tastes well, tastes like a smoothie, matter of fact. And honestly, you really don't need any fruits to consume this. You can gulp this down in 1 gulp, honestly, and How would I consume this if I were to put fruits in this? Blueberries, strawberries, obviously bananas, peanut butter, and for pancakes, you already know I'm gonna make some tutorial videos on how to cook certain foods with this protein powder. If you want to check it out, just keep watching my videos and make sure to subscribe so that way you get the notification when I post it. So I'm gonna make some videos on how to cook with this protein powder so that way you all can try it. And plus, yeah, that's my review on the channel. And plus, that's my review on this protein powder. It's called Pure Protein. How much did I buy it for? I bought it for $19. So it came to like 20 something for tax. And I think this is really good for 22 servings. If you get one serving a day, that's almost a full month worth of protein. And me, I'm probably gonna consume this twice a day. So this is probably a week's worth of protein for me for $20. That's like a haircut. That's like another haircut debt for me. I pay about $20 for a haircut, and honestly, $20 every week and a half is not bad for me. Now, I'm currently in college. I know some of y'all are probably in high school. Some of y'all are, grown. I'm talking about 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds, and you guys can probably afford it. Some of y'all can't. But I think that's a good amount because protein is expensive, and $20 is not a bad price. $20 is actually a good price for protein. I don't know if you all know that because protein powder is expensive. You can go to GMC, you'll find different protein powders with less servings for higher prices. And honestly, I don't blame them for charging up that high. Sometimes it depends on the quality of protein inside the powder. Sometimes it's based off another ingredient. Sometimes it's based off the protein being isolate or concentrate. But either way, I think you get what you pay for when you buy this. The taste is okay, the price is fine, and you get the protein that you need so that way you can make more gains. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you need nutrition coaching, like I said, click the first link under the video, fill out the client questionnaire, and I'll get to you, book a consultation, and I can be your nutrition coach. And I'm also a personal trainer. If you need personal training, click the first link under the video, fill it out, and I can be your online trainer. I train people all around the world, so you don't have to live in the United States, you can be all around the world, and I can get back to you. But anyways, I'm Jonathan Panda. Make sure you check out my Instagram because if you like my vibe, you're gonna love my Instagram. So check me out on there. Last thing, let's grind, let's get it. Don't give up.